And welcome to the weekly update with the mayor and Kyle Johansson. Kyle, I bet you woke up this morning just grinning ear to ear, seeing that white fluffy stuff coming down. It started as rain this morning, or kind of spitting snow a little bit, and then it just turned into these big fat flakes coming down and really kind of coated everything. So, and we've often said this, is that, we're not out of the woods when it comes to snowfall, which is so typical for March. And we can see it in April, right?
We did last year in April. It was April 22nd last year.
So, Kyle, do we have more snow in the forecast over the next 7 days?
We do indeed.
All right.
So today, before cloudy skies with morning rain and snow, high at 47. Tonight, before mostly clear, low of 28. Tomorrow, probably cloudy, high of 53, low of 29. Friday, probably cloudy, high of 59. Friday night, watch the potential winter storm. Rain early, change to all snow overnight. 1 to 3 inches of snow is expected. Saturday before snow, high of 28. 1 to 3 inches of snow is expected. Low of 13 degrees, mostly clear. Sunday before partly cloudy skies, high of 45. Low of 32. Monday, mostly cloudy to partly cloudy, high of 58. Low of 39. Tuesday, mostly cloudy, high of 57, low of 36. And next Wednesday, mostly sunny, high of 67, low of 44. In COVID cases today in Ohio, there have been roughly less than 830 new positive COVID cases. This is our lowest cases counts we have, less than 1,000 since last summer, which we started seeing our Delta variant surge. And positive cases, or active cases, we are less than 300, which was the first time we had less than 300 since last summer, since we had a Delta variant surge, then roughly taking over the Omicron variant surge. We are making some good progress. We are not out of the woods yet, but the good news is that we are entering the endemic mode as we are exiting this whole pandemic now, and mask ordinance are now actually lifted for all places, for sporting events, workplaces, as well as my work. We have lifted our mask mandate indoors, which is now optional for the first time since March of 2020. So we are making some good progress. And also not only that, in Ohio, nationwide COVID cases, we have seen a drop of COVID cases in the last 7 days, roughly by 70% of new COVID cases in the last 7 day average, which was roughly about 100,000 since a week ago today. Now we're west to like 50,000 7-day average cases per day, which is making some good progress. And the last 2 Sundays, we have less than 10,000 new COVID cases nationwide alone, which is making some good progress and is entering this whole endemic mode. Even not even the United States alone, the whole pandemic in the United States and around the world is actually declining in every country, everywhere, as we can see before. And this is our good sign because Omicron is actually ending, and that means the pandemic itself is ending before we know it. It'll be gone by the end of this month, and maybe before Easter starts. And we got OEFX coming up this week. Today, the MAC West women's quarterfinals is gone because they lost against Tweed by 13 points. And tomorrow, the men starts their quarterfinals tomorrow in Cleveland, 6:30 against Ball State. Friday's their semifinals, and then Saturday's their championship game. And Friday, we got the doubleheader baseball game, and Sunday's doubleheader because Saturday's doubleheader got canceled because of that snow from Winter Storm Quinlan that's coming in on Friday night into Saturday during the day, and it'll be gone by dinner time on Saturday, so the sun will be out by sunrise Sunday morning. In a month from today, don't forget, the spring game, Peden Stadium, from noon to 4 p.m. It's open to public spring equipment sale, food trucks, and of course, Rufus will be there, and it's the day after my 3 anniversary of working at my job, which is coming so fast. And football tickets are now on sale. $35 per person, which is actually are cheaper doing mobile than printed, which is $40 for mobile, or actually print for $40, but mobile's like about $30 for mobile tickets at least. And that's before we know we got the Copperheads are coming so fast. I mean, then roughly know football's actually approaching us before you know it'll be here in the blink of an eye. That's crazy.
I know. So, Kyle, do you go to the Copperheads games?
Yes.
You're a frequent Copperhead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Annie Valiant will be there too.
All right. Well, I'll keep that in mind. I may have something that might be fun for you to do at one of the Copperheads games. Back to the coronavirus, I think that we have some updated numbers, at least numbers as of yesterday. So those are yesterday's numbers, March 8th, to where we had 174 active cases, 13 new cases. I just received the numbers, and unfortunately we had an additional death, bringing our total to 131 people who succumbed to COVID-19. Today's numbers, we had 15 positive cases come in today, but our total active cases continues to drop. We are looking at 154 active cases here in Athens County, and thank goodness no additional fatalities as of today's numbers. So it's always a good sign. Things going on around the city. A few things that are notable. I'm going to start with the Athens Municipal Arts Commission request for proposals, asking artists to submit their artwork. This is the fourth round, if I'm not mistaken, of the Art Outside the Box, the traffic control box wraps, where we have a lot of local artists who've submitted work over the past few years. Usually it's in tranches of 10 traffic control boxes. I don't know exactly how many boxes we have left to put wraps on. However, this is a great opportunity. They apparently they are going to select 10 new artists again this year. So clearly we have 10 boxes yet to be wrapped. The artists that are selected will receive a $500 honorarium for not only creating their art, but being recognized as a local artist to get your art on one of our traffic control wraps. We certainly encourage people to apply. It's easy to do. If you go to the city's website, I'm sure that there's a link there, but you can also go to www.ci.athens.oh-394/calls-4-entry. Can we make it any more complicated, Ryan, for people to but we've got creative artists out there, they'll figure it out. So go to the city's website. It's pretty simple, and you will see the call for proposals for the traffic control box wraps, or affectionately known as Art Outside the Box. Carpenter Street, State Street, Fern Alley closures. This was yesterday through March 11th, so all the way through the weekend, or up to Friday, through Friday. Truco Construction is going to be completing their sidewalk work down there. I saw them there this morning, putting forms in place. So this is great. There's still work to be done on the Stimson Avenue project. So this is getting beyond Stimson on State Street, Carpenter, Fern Alley to get the sidewalk and retaining wall concrete work done. So just keep that in mind that that's going to be going on. I believe lanes of traffic will be open. There may be flaggers, helping to migrate people around when we have the trucks there pouring concrete. So keep that in the back of your mind. Union Street and West State Street cemetery cleanup. This is a big deal. We do this on occasion, try to do it every year. We likely have not done it in earnest over the past couple of years, but the city is scheduling a cemetery cleanup starting March 15th. So we want people to know that if there's plastic flowers, if there are grave blankets or temporary decorations, if they have not been removed by March 15th, they will be thrown away. And then if that's what you do, is put temporary or plastic flowers down, you can freely put new ones in their place. But after weathering through a winter, and a summer for that matter, they do become faded or break or fall apart. So just make note that we will be pulling those out if they have not been removed by March 15th. If you have any questions about this, you can certainly reach out to the Deputy Service Safety Director at 592-3340. Andrew Chicky does a great job as our Deputy Service Safety Director, and in particular, one of his passions is kind of becoming the city's sextant for the cemeteries in, cataloging where people are buried and kind of being the keeper of burial records, and he does an outstanding job. So again, if you have plastic flowers there. Please go down and remove them. Or if you have issues with the flowers that were there, reach out to Andrew Chickey at 592-3340. We have Arts Builds, Business Builds Arts. Thanks, Ryan. It's a mouthful. Arts Builds, Business Builds Art workshop. This is to jumpstart our work growing our local creative economies here in the Athens, within the Athens Municipal Arts Commission. So this is through our AMAC. They're proudly presenting the first AIR Institute Art Builds, Business Builds Art workshop. It'll be Tuesday, March 29th. That will be either Zoom or at the Athens Community Center from 5 to 7 p.m. So the executive director for AIR, the AIR Institute, Beth Flowers, is the keynote presenter at that workshop. So come check that out. That should be really pretty interesting. For more information, you can go to the city's website or probably even check it out through the community center. But this is an AMAC endeavor. So come and check that out. For more information and to register, go to the city's website, www.ci.athens.oh.us/313, that's 313/Athens-Municipal-Arts-Commission. And you'll find all the information that you need to know about that. Registration for soccer, this is K through 6. It's going to end this Saturday, the 12th. You can register at the community center. You can go online, or you can call down to the community center at 592-3325 and register your kindergartner through 6th grader for the soccer here in the city of Athens. Saturday through Wednesday of next week, I will be attending the National League of Cities Conference in Washington, D.C. As I've mentioned in the past, I've been appointed as the vice chair for the National League of Cities Race Equity and Leadership Council. So I'll be deeply involved in that, as well as assuming my reappointment to the National League of Cities Board of Directors. So I'm going to be busy. I'm also going to be jumping across the Potomac River over to the National Association of Development Organizations, or NATO. It is an organization that, as the name implies, looks at economic development, successes, and opportunities. And so I've been asked to speak on a panel, so I'll be kind of tag teaming between NLC and going over and presenting on a panel speaking about economic development here in the city of Athens. So quite the honor to speak on the national stage when it comes to some really interesting things that we've got cooking here in our amazing city. Scott and Ryan and the government channel, doing all of the great things that they always do, have come up with some rack cards. And so I wanted to at least alert people once again to easy to access resources for, one, staying informed on things going on in our community, everything from high water events to cold weather events going on, to heat waves, to Amber Alerts, all kinds of things, as well as ways in which you can be reporting out things that you're seeing in the city. So what you're looking at right there is Nixle. No, now you're not. Now you're looking at the Athens, Ohio City Source app. Go to the Google Play, go to the Apple App Store, whatever, and it's simple. Just put in Athens, Ohio City Source, and it'll pop right up. Download it, and with that app, you can easily start reporting out things like potholes. We're in that season. Burned out street lights, maybe a burned out traffic light or a crosswalk light. It can be unsightly litter that is strewn across a roadway or a street or a sidewalk. You name it, you can report it using the Nixle, using the Athens City Source app. And then Nixle, which is the other one, this is the one that I just mentioned, is a great resource for being able to keep yourself informed of all kinds of things going on, as you can see on the rack card in front of you, that keeps you up to date with relevant information about your public safety in departments and schools. So, severe weather, criminal activities, missing persons, etc. comes across Nixle. I have Nixle. Kyle, you probably have Nixle as well.
Yep.
It's great. It's a great resource to have at your fingertips. A couple of meetings that are coming up. Shade Tree Commission is going to be meeting March 10th at 7 o'clock here in council chambers. City Council, as usual, will be meeting at 7 p.m. here in council chambers on Monday night. Again, I will not be here. President Chris Knisely will be acting mayor and sitting in my stead. And then there's also going to be our ad hoc pedestrian accessibility committee meeting. That's going to be March 16th at 10:30 a.m. And that will be here in council chambers as well. And I won't be at that meeting either, because I will be finishing up my last day of conferencing in the Washington, D.C. area. I have a proclamation that I would like to read on air, and I know that we have a representative from the OU Women's Center who's here with us today, so thank you for being here. And this is in recognition of International Women's Day. Office of the Mayor, proclamation, whereas celebrating its 111th anniversary, the International Women's Day, March 8th of 2022, is a global day in recognition and celebration across the world which attempts to eradicate discrimination against women. And whereas International Women's Day has had a profound impact on helping to change the attitudes about women and girls and to increase opportunities for women. And whereas International Women's Day enables women and girls in Athens, Ohio, and globally to make the most of their abilities as they work to achieve their goals and their dreams. And whereas our city, Athens, Ohio, and the world are increasingly reaping the rewards of women's talents, accomplishments, and perspectives. And whereas gender equality today is a sustainable tomorrow, is the 2020 theme for International Women's Day. By honoring equal opportunities and equal rights for Women's Day, we in Athens, Ohio, help ensure progress towards a sustainable tomorrow. Now, therefore, I, Steve Patterson, Mayor of the City of Athens, Ohio, do hereby proclaim Tuesday and today as International Women's Days here in the City of Athens in recognition of and urge all members in our community to join in recognizing and recognition of the International Women's Day. So there you have it. Recognizing now there's 2 days, I've just decreed that. So we'll continue on. For that matter, it should be the entire month and the entire year in celebrating everything that women do here in Athens, across the nation and around the globe. And I can speak firsthand, within my household, I am sorely outnumbered, and I love it, by the women in my family. So that all said, Kyle, thank you as usual. Again, I don't think we need to break out snow shovels, but, it's just going to be spitting snow back and forth. But Kyle, thank you for all you do in keeping us on point when it comes to our local weather, coronavirus, and
Sports.
Rufus sightings and sports. That's right. And thank you to all of you that have tuned in. Please join us not next week. We won't be meeting next week, in 2 weeks for the next weekly update with the mayor and Kyle Johansson. Take care.